talk to you about a book I recently read, Atomic Habits by James Clear. He teaches about how you can make tiny changes in your life that over time has big results. These tiny improvements may seem actually insignificant when they are implemented, but the result is big changes over time. He opens the book with a gripping account of being struck in the face with a baseball bat in high school and his slow recovery, and really the truths that he discovered through this process, the tiny improvements that he made over time, and how those improvements radically changed his life, and he was able to get to a point in his life where he never thought he would be after the injury. He uses some key concepts in the book. He talks about the habit loop, and so all habits kind of go through this loop, and I'll touch on them real quickly. One is the cue. So the cue triggers your brain to initiate the behavior that will get a reward like money, fame, love, friendship, power. Second habit in the loop is the craving. So cravings are the motivational force behind every habit. Without a craving, there is no reason to act. Every craving is linked to a desire to change your internal state. The third step in the habit loop is the response. This is the actual habit you perform, which depends on how motivated you are and how much friction is associated with the behavior. And then the fourth step in the habit loop is the reward. This is actually what the response delivers. Rewards are basically the end goal of every habit. Rewards satisfy your craving, and they also teach us which actions are worth remembering in the future. Now, James Clear takes it a little bit further and talks about this habit loop in the context of the 4 laws of behavior change. So I'll touch on those real quickly. So under the cue, he says make it obvious. This is to start a good habit, to start a new habit. Under craving, make it attractive. Under response, make it easy. And under reward, make it satisfying. But he also suggests inverting these 4 laws to break a bad habit. So under cue, make it invisible. Under craving, make it unattractive. Under response, make it difficult. And then under reward, make it unsatisfying. The author has a lot of other great examples of things related to habits that you can do, such as habit stacking. So adding habits you already do, and then right immediately after it, adding a new habit, like you drink coffee in the morning. And so right after drinking coffee, now you start meditating for maybe a couple of minutes. So you know that habit follows the other habit. So that's just one example. He uses real life stories and some great examples to demonstrate his points and provide inspiration for his readers. This has some law enforcement applicability as well, because by the nature of our jobs, most of us have a lot of bad habits, whether it's eating, sleeping, whatever type of habits, and that kind of contributes to our poor diets, depression, alcoholism, and other health issues. Ironically, police officers are the very ones who need to be in the best shape physically, emotionally, and spiritually in order to do their job to the best of their ability. So establishing good habits before work while you're at home can get your day started right and set you up for success. Also, as a leader, establishing good habits at work can be beneficial to you and beneficial to your organization. Things like praising employees in public, listening to them when they're talking to you, giving your undivided attention. Those are all kind of good habits to get into. But there's some bad habits that if you get into, they can really negatively affect your organization and undermine your ability to lead, such as criticizing your staff publicly, or not supporting supervisor decisions once they've been made. Or maybe even worse, when someone's trying to talk to you, you're looking at your phone or watching something or reading something on your computer rather than giving your undivided attention to them. That's some bad habits that you need to certainly avoid. Good habits can help you, while bad habits will hurt you. Atomic Habits is the kind of book that will help you both professionally and personally. I hope that you will take a moment to get your copy of Atomic Habits. It's on Amazon, and you can get it hardback like I have, or you can get a Kindle version. So have a great day and enjoy reading Atomic Habits.